In this tutorial, we will learn how to begin a new CAD template file with layout. In the beginning, we can simply press New and we can choose a CAD as a drawing template because we haven't got any yet. So we open this. Okay, so we already opened a new AutoCAD. We notice there is layout 1, layout 2, and our model space. To begin with, we need to set our unit. So we can simply type unit in the command line, press enter, and then we can set in this drawing unit dialog box. We can set this as 0.00 according to your preference. And then we don't want inches. We will use International Standard Unit. So we'll use metric, millimeters. Okay, and then we can simply press OK. Now the unit we have set, we can also set drawing setting by simply type these settings. Okay, so the most important thing is this thing will assist us in our drawing later. So first, snap on, we can press this, snap on, snap X spacing, because we use millimeter, probably we'll use 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter. We can always change this. The spacing, so okay, and then tick grid on, then object snap. Okay, we can, this we will use later. Okay, alright. Okay, to begin with, we can draw a rectangle simply by pressing the rectangle button here. Okay, so we need to specify the first corner point. Okay, if you want to draft our drawing, our layout using A4 paper, we can put the dimension here. If you don't know what's the dimension, we can always refer to International Standard for the paper. In this case, we have for inches and millimeters. We will use millimeters, which is for A4 paper, 210 times 297. Okay, normally for plotting paper, it use A3 paper, a bit larger, and sometimes A2 paper, or even bigger. So in our case, we want to use for A4, 210 times 297. So in this case, we want a landscape paper view. So 297 times 210. Okay, now we will have our first rectangle to be our layout. Okay, to make this rectangle more interesting, we can adjust this border by pressing this offset button. Okay, we need to specify the offset distance, so probably we can put 3 millimeter. And then select object to offset. Okay, when we select this, we can offset this either inner or outer. So we press inner one. Simply by playing with your cursor, you can offset it either outer or inner. Okay, so let us put inner. Now we have interesting border here. Okay, and then normally in our layout, we would like to have some title block where we put our information here. So we can draw more rectangle inside here. Okay, notice that this thing should snap an object here, but we can't snap this thing. We can't snap the object here unless the object outside here because of our setting. Okay, so let us try to adjust our unit for snapping. Okay, let's type units. No, okay, not units, but setting. D setting. Okay, snap X spacing, we can put probably 1. And object snap, okay. Grid X spacing, okay. We will try to adjust this if we need. Okay, now we try again. Okay, first we delete this unwanted line, and then we make another rectangle here. Okay, now you notice we can snap on this object. Okay, so for example, we want a title box, not very big. For example, 100 times 30 millimeter. Okay, so we have a small box. Okay, and then we need to put more boxes inside this box. So what we can do is we can try to offset this thing. Specify second point. Okay, notice that this box will be offset. All the sides will be offset. So this is not desirable. So what we can do is delete this again. Cancel. Select this one. Press delete. Select this one. Press delete. We can use this function explode. So we choose this rectangle, press enter, and then we can try to select it again. Now we can select it individually. Okay, so now we can try to offset it. Specify offset distance. Okay, probably we put 5 millimeter. So we can offset it like this. Okay, or we want to make it, the first one is 10 millimeter. Okay, so we got 1. And then we select again, 5. Again, select 5. Okay, now we have several boxes. Okay, we can try to put some line here. Remember, if we set in our D setting, we can snap at the center of this thing. Okay. So we can go all through the boxes. Okay, usually the first boxes here, we would like to put probably our university's name. So before that, we can set our text first, text style, so we can type style. Okay, and then we can choose our font, Arial or Times New Roman, the height, we can put maybe 3 millimeter. Apply, close, and then we can select our text, single line. If we notice, probably this box is too small. For example, if we type it here, specify start point. Okay, we type our university name, University of Malacca. University Technical Malaysia, Malacca. So we notice here that it goes out of our box. So press here, select our object, press enter, specify base point anywhere, and then we drag it until here. Okay, now we see that there's a line crossing here. So probably we can trim it. Okay, then press enter. And then probably you want to put some logo here. Okay, we might put some logo here. So maybe we can draw the line, or we can offset this one. Offset this one. Offset distance. Probably 10. Okay, no. This one. Okay, so this one, delete. Okay, but now we don't want this one. We can again trim it. Trim. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If we notice, the space for the logo might be too small. Okay, we can stretch this area by using this stretch button. Okay, make sure we got select objects here, and then make sure we press the left click mouse button and then move counterclockwise like this, just up to this. Make sure you got green color area here, and then press enter. Specify base point anywhere, you just press, maybe at the center or maybe here, but you can select here, click, and you can stretch it just like this. Okay, if you press this select object but you rotate it clockwise like this, and you got blue color area like this, it means you will only select just one component here, which is this one. So this is unwanted, because press enter. If we try to move it, only one component will move. Okay, Ctrl Z. And then we can add some more information here. We will put our logo in the layout section, and we can put some information here. For example, if you want to put a name, okay, single line, start point, maybe we want to put it here. Okay, specify rotation angle, just click again, and then you got the cursor here. Okay, if you notice, as we type, it's too big for the name here. It's too big. So what we can do is we can change it in our text style. So simply type style, and then we change the height to maybe 2. Apply, close. We start again, single line, click again, and then okay, it fit our column row here now. So we can simply type our name. Okay, in case our name is fit in this box, then we have no problem. But if our name is so long, like this, and then we need to do something here, we need to adjust the space here. So we can do that just simply by, okay, we cancel first, simply by clicking this and select all this line, press enter, specify base point, and then okay, just move it to the left, something like this. And then we can move as well the name, select object, enter, and then okay, so it fit. Okay, let's say we want to put our title here, but we need the font to be bigger. So we change back again, style, 3, I, close, and then we want it to be bigger here. So we need to remove this line. So just click this button and then select this line. Okay. Okay, and then we can simply put our title here. Click again. Title. Drawing. Or we can just simply put something like this, new drawing. This should be your title. Maybe you can put drive shaft or ball bearing or something, anything here. Okay, again we can move this thing, press enter, move. Okay, and then another most important thing is we need to have scale. Normal layout need to have scales. So we change again. Okay, we forgot. We need to change the style again. So this is where layer is important. If you keep changing the text style, we can use different layer. So we change back to 2 to fit into our boxes. Okay, close. Then put. Anything. And then we can also put our supervisor's name here. Take another one. Check by. Okay. So probably you want to put any information like reference number. Okay, so we got the miss position there. So we can put our reference for this drawing, which is something like your metric number, and then revision number, probably number 1, something like that. Again, we try. Runs. And then we move. Sheet number 1. So probably we have 10 sheet for this layout, so we can number it here. This should be sheet number 1. We will put here sheet number 1. And then we can put any other information here. Okay, so now we have our layout template here. And then if you see our layout here, press new layout. New layout, so we got layout 3 here. From here, okay, so from here, this layout is not according to our specification. We can just simply delete it, and then we should type page setup, layout 3, page setup manager, layout 3, modify. Because we don't want to use this plot size, we want to use the A4 size, so we modify this layout. In here, we can check AutoCAD PDF. Here we can change to A4. So try to find A4 size. We got one here, ISO full bleed. Then ISO A4. So probably we should choose this one. So we see the layout, the orientation is like this, and it is landscape. Plot offset 0. What to plot? Layout. Okay. Then close. Okay, but before that, the most important thing is check the scale here, because we are using the correct A4 size paper. Now the unit here should be 1 millimeter to 1 unit. So change here to 1 to 1 for the scale. And then we press OK. Close. Now we have a paper which is up to scale of an A4 paper. So we go back to our model. We select all by Ctrl A and then Ctrl C to copy, And then we go to layout 3, we press Ctrl V to paste, Ctrl V. Okay, now we insert here. Make sure we insert inside the dotted line border. Okay, you notice that because our drawing was made with A4 paper size, it will exceed here. So what we need to do now is just extend or shrink this part. So we start again by pressing this one, select object. Remember, make sure we select it into the green region, like this. Don't select it, okay, something like this. And then we press enter. From center, select, and then, okay, click. And we can repeat for the left side here. Press again. Okay, remember, don't select until it becomes blue, because otherwise you will only select one object. Instead, we select from counterclockwise like this. Move the cursor counterclockwise, so we got green region here, green area, up to here. And then we press enter. Then we reduce it. Okay. Now we already have our template. We have our layout template. So the final thing is we can delete this, because next time we will use this template, and then we can select all here and delete. But remember, we still have our layout here. Okay, so now we should save this. Save as drawing template. Okay, so we can set our new name, example .dwt. Okay, we show template. Press save. Just press OK. Metric, and then press OK. Okay, and then we can just simply close this one. And let's say you want to make a new drawing, just select new. And then we can select our template here. Open. Okay, now we can work something here in the model. You can work here. Just go to layout. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.